Yo, peace and love. Got you rock coming back at you one more time. I got another video I'm working on right now, and this is about Jacob wrestling with the angel. A further little breakdown on the apple and the eye. Apple of the eye. You know, the mind right there. The apple of the eyes. The third eye. So, we're going to dwell more into the whole intuition, the whole symbolic meaning or metaphysical meaning, the inner meaning of Jacob wrestling with himself, with the angel, so the spirit. All right. So it's easy. Now, most times I always just break down the whole part where he's just fighting with himself, and then he sees the Peniel. Then you know, but you struggle with God. Then he answered, "Please tell me your name." Then, "Why do you ask my name?" He replied, "He was blessed, and he blessed Jacob there." So then he saw that pineal gland. But there's an actual place, Punel, Jabak, Punel, right here, the promised land, the river, always there's some type of reference to water somewhere in the Bible, water or woman. And there's always some type of references that means something by that. And being related to a water, a woman, that means some type of wisdom's being taught or learned. So it's all kind of symbolic wordplay, because the water represents the primordial waters above us, and that represents the serpent, and that represents the woman, who is the mother of life. And so you're gonna always learn something from the mother, from the woman, from her primordial water, from her womb. So where did I get all that from? It's right here. So you see, as I just said, the wives, the women, you're always going to get some type of woman reference somewhere. The maid servants, 2, and his sons, 11. 2, 2, 11. That's quite the numbers. They put that there for a reason. Nothing's here for no reason. So let's continue. And cross the ford of Jabbok. I just showed you pictures. Jabbok. It's the river. They crossed it, the stream, along with all their possessions. Again, possessions is another big term there as well. It means something. So Jacob was left all alone. Somehow he was alone. Not sure, because during the night he got his 2 wives, his maidservants, and his sons, and they all crossed. And he took them across the stream along with all his possessions. So Jacob was left all alone. It's kind of conflicting. I'm not sure. He was left all alone. Somehow it doesn't really describe what happened in between that time of them crossing, but somehow Jacob was left alone. So you just have to use your imagination. I guess once he took everybody, he got some alone time, or he ran. I'm not sure. So Jacob was left alone, and there was a man wrestled with him until daybreak. So this is where I'm going to stop, because this part right here is basically talking about him wrestling with himself. But I can get into that later. You may have heard about that already, but this part up here, 2, 2, 11, that's kind of like hidden numerology. 2, 2, put that together as 22. So, and then you got 11, which is double. Those are double-digit numbers, and they mean something in numerology. So we're gonna look that up. And so here we go. So first, let's look up what a stream means in a dream. So this is what a stream means in dreams. The dream is the stream in the dream, and it rhymes, by the way, is thought to symbolize the general flow of life forces. So if in your dream the stream was clear and flowed smoothly, you can expect your life pattern to follow likewise. Otherwise, you are likely to encounter obstacles in ratio to your turgidity or roughness of the waters. All right, so I have something on my phone. It kind of represents what we're talking about right now. Yeah, let me see if I can. If it shows, here you go. So basically, there's a woman, and there's rough waters, and there's soft. There's on this side, there's you see there's rough waters, and the other side there's dang, I can't even think of the word. Soft, gentle waters, and the other one is rough and forceful, rugged. Kind of like how when there's a current, when there's a heavy current, it's rough and rugged. Let me see if I can find that picture online real fast, so you can get a better understanding. So basically, that's what that is. That's why you see this stream. They cross this stream, and that's why you also get the whole thing with Moses as well, crossing a river, a stream. Same deal, representing a general life force or a lesson that's about to be learned. So the whole thing also goes with the spirituality, with the whole African Yamaya or Mama Water, with the waters being a place where you go to learn, to have that spirit teach you a lesson. So let me look that up. Let me pull up. Okay, so all right, so I got it pulled up now. So Mama Water. So as I was saying, with the whole scriptures, they always show something about water. So here we go. Mama Water is basically an African spirituality where it's the water that brings life, and you see a black woman with the snake. You always gotta represent the snake, the primordial water, because the snake represents the wisdom. And you learn, and just like in the scriptures, there's always something dealing with water, the serpent, or the woman, because it all means one, because she's all those things. So you have the river for this example as well, with the river. They crossing the stream. With Moses, it was the same thing. They had some water, They was about to learn a lesson, because the dream, according to your dreams, the stream represents a lesson you're about to learn. So your dream, if your dream had clear and flow smoothly, basically just generalize the flow of life forces. A rough lesson or hard lesson. So Mama Water, the name Mama Water was believed by Western scholars to be a derivative from, and not that, hold on, from pagan English, or angelized version of two words, mama or mommy, and water, which that's what it means. However, does not have its roots in the West. So basically, okay, here we go. This is what I'm trying to see. So mommy is derived from ma or mama, meaning truth or wisdom, and water is is a corruption of not an English, but an ancient Egyptian word, uti or uter, meaning ocean water, and koshin or ata, meaning water. So, as you can see, your mama is going to teach you a lesson, and you go by the water to be baptized and renewed and be birthed. So basically, that's what the whole baptism is as well. You're going back into mama so she can teach you a lesson of wisdom, something about to be learned spiritually. So this is, like I said, the whole Bible is just a metaphysical book about spirituality, not to be taken on a literal sense of, oh, there was an actual person and he fought an actual spiritual being. So, and then, you know, Israel was named, Jacob was named Israel. But Israel just means children of the light. You know, Israel, Isis, Ra, and Elohims, the children of the light. You know, the mother, the father, the children. And the water. Utai is perhaps the first or more than 10,000 appellations of Isis, Logos, wisdom, in her oldest generative form as divine African mother, or Shiblu. And I know I'm not saying these names right, that's fine. Mamisis, or Masis, or prophecies. Alright, so go down. So Mama, or Wata, which means woman, in all her exact spellings in the ancient Sudanic language spoken by Baba, Peba, and Kabdolan groups. See, the ancient Egypt, Uta was Isis. And I just mentioned that, Israel, Isis, the mother, the oldest appellation, and was the first mama goddess worshipped by the Egyptians as the holy widow, the gentrix, and the self-creator, the one who reigned alone in the beginning, the one who bring forth the gods. She was the one mateless, the virgin, meaning unmarried, mother. Thus, we have Isis originally worshipped as Mama Uta in ancient Egypt, and as Mama Uta Arua in ancient Mesopotamia, where she is first addressed and immortalized in prose by the gods. So, here's an image. The horns, the fish body, representing Mama Utas and Osiris, worship around the world for thousands of years. You get the snake, you get the mermaid, basically, the woman, the mermaid, snake goddess. For the Hebrews, the Ashura, the Yahweh and Ashura, Yahweh was representative of a bull, and Ashura, the wife, was represented as a calf, like so right here. But this image of Mama Uta, or Isis, shown as a fish and a calf, representing the horns of power. The horns of power, which is this, the horns of power. It's not the devil, just the horns of power. The sun disk goes in the middle. And you have the fish body, which is representation of the water and the surface of the serpent, the wisdom. So, and then of course you have Osiris in the middle, the man who supports the woman, because the woman brings the life, the man supports her. That's the whole thing. So I know I'm going. You're probably like saying, what this got to do with Jacob? Well, I just have to go deep and talk about the stream, the water, what all that means, symbolically, spiritually, what that means. Why there's always a stream by those about to have a big change. You know, you always see the stream. That's why I use Jacob and Moses and also Noah as an example, because, you know, Moses and Noah is the biggest two examples of water. And the whole water thing with them represents the same thing. The mother teaching them a lesson, wisdom, being taught, being learned. It's all metaphysically speaking, spiritually saying that there's about to be change. Just like in your dreams, if you have a dream about water, about heavy flowing water, that means you're expecting a hard lesson. You know, if it's smooth, clear, that means you pass through the troubled water. Matter of fact, let me look up that. There's a gospel song about troubled water. Let me see here. Troubled water. Troubled water song. There we go. Song lyrics. Bridge over troubled waters. It's a gospel song. Yeah. I need the lyrics. Let me see what you show me. Usually I just push pause, but I just like, oh well, screw it. I did this real time. Alright. Bridge over troubled water. Don't trouble the water. I won't leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Still water deep, yes it do. I think this is the song. Just like a bridge. Yeah, this is a gospel song, an old Negro gospel song by Aretha Franklin. And, you know, these songs are also heavy because, you know, you may not think of it like that at the time when you was a kid, when you heard this song. But when you go deep and try to break these things down, you look at everything differently. Yeah. So look at that. So don't trouble the water. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go ahead and go through the song. Let's go through the song, because then you're gonna understand even more about what this means. He took them and sent them across the stream, along with all his possessions. Then next thing you know, not sure what happened in between time, but so Jacob was left alone. And there was a man. He gave him trouble because he struggled. He could not overpower. Okay. He struggled to fight with him until daybreak. So, I'm guessing, who knows how long. It could have been like early sunrise. Well, let's say until daybreak. So, damn, what? What's daybreak? What's daybreak? Let's see. Daybreak. I'm trying to see the time in the morning when daylight first appears. So, Yeah, done. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Just had to double check. So that's what I thought. So daybreak. I hardly use that. I hardly use that term. I don't use the term daybreak. I say dawn or rising of the dawn or morning, something like that. Morning, which is good morning, which is it is good morning when the sun rises again. So it's a wordplay. So English is a cursed language anyway. It's all wordplay. So anyway, um, he struck the socket of Jacob's hip and dislocated as they wrestled. Then the man said, "Let me go, for it's daybreak. It's morning time now. We've been fighting until daybreak, so we don't even know." Yeah, matter of fact, my bad. I just noticed. Okay, so during the night, it was nighttime. Then it turned daybreak. So he was fighting in the dark. Then the sun rose again, which is symbolic. That just came to me. The whole that just came to me. I just caught on to something. I just noticed this now. So night till dawn. The darkest night until the dawn. Something about there's that saying, there's this word, there was something in the Batman movie, the darkest, the morning, the night is darkest until the dawn, something like that. But it's symbolic. That was very heavy when he said that, because it's true. The night until dawn, and then he got 2, 11, and then, like I just said, symbolically, Jesus or Yeshua, when he died, the sun disappeared for 3 days and it rose back up, and then that was the morning. Why people say good morning, because the sun rises back up. So it always symbolic. That's symbolic as well. So with that, so let me go ahead and get back to what I was saying. So the whole troubled water. So we got the night. Then during the night, when you go down deep inside yourself, this is the chakra system. This is the whole inner belly of the beast. Yourself is deep down in your sacral temple, which is the. Let me pull up a picture so you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, sacral chakra, bam, that already popped up because I looked it up so much. So, all right. So, come on now, load up for me. Well, actually, no, not this one. The root chakra. Sacral chakra is important, but not for what I mean right here. The root chakra. Sacral chakra is where your temple is, your gut feeling. When people say, "Oh, I got this gut feeling," that's your sacral chakra, where you have all those spirits that resides in. Where you got your spirits telling you, where people say, "Oh, I got this funny feeling in my spirit telling me not to do this." Your gut feeling, that's your sacral chakra. This is your root chakra. Notice it's in red. The whole devil is red. The bad. Ooh. This is your bottom chakra, your deep chakra, where your troubled water. Notice the red's down here by the roots, under the ground, underneath, 6 feet under. All right. So this keeps you grounded on earth. This is your troubled water. The roots also represents water, streams, streams. So troubled water. Lead me, like there's that. Matter of fact, I'm about to read the song now, so I don't even have to quote it. So, just like a bridge over troubled water, I may lay my down like a bridge, just like a bridge over troubled waters. I will lay me down. Don't trouble the water. Said I wouldn't. You're not when you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I will take you apart, oh, when darkness comes, you know. He said, basically, don't trouble the water. Don't trouble the water. Don't feel like the water's going to get you. It's an old song. I'm pretty sure most of you may have heard of this. No. So that's basically it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Hey, you know, trouble water. So I won't go to now. So trouble water, truth and wisdom. Mama got you. There's no reason to be afraid going over the troubled waters. You can lay your bridge down and you know you'll cross the stream unharmed. Your bridge, your spine, the troubled water is basically your chakra system. Basically, if you want to look at this as a spiritual song, the bridge is your spinal cord, your spinal going up to your brain, crossing the bridge, going up spiritually till you reach your destination, till you reach that sanctuary, your troubled water. Lead me not beside the still water. Let me see. Let me find that. And lead me beside the still waters. All right. That's it right there. We're playing connection. We're playing connect the dot right now. Thank you for listening. We're playing connect the dot, you know. The Lord my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in the green pastures. He lead me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. He lead me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. There you go. That's the whole song. Aretha Franklin. Lay my bridge down. He makes me lay down. Your bridge. It's your spinal cord. To crouch, to implicate, to recline, to repose, lurk. Go ahead, get this more. Robots, you know, stretch oneself out to lay down. Your bridge, your spinal cord. Laying on the water of life. Being baptized in the water, laying down. That's what the whole baptism is. You know, the preacher grabs you, lay you down, lay you flat. Hopefully without drowning you. So, you know. So that's what that is. That's what that is, you know. Yeah. You be like, dang, Mark, you get caught you raw. Dang, caught you raw. You got all this from just one verse. Yes. That's how I do things. I breaks it all the way down on a spiritual level, you know. You just take this thing and what most Hebrews do, you know, they take this and they just read and say, hey, this what happened. Like, well, hold on now. You got to understand. All this is spirit on a metaphysical level, talking about things, because the Bible takes aspects of other things from other neighboring countries and during that time, and just cram it together. All right. Ooh, so I just looking out the window and no sun at all. Just 3-4 days, nothing but clouds. I feel horrible. I need some sunlight. So I love the moon and everything. Hey, I can't even see the moon. It's straight up clouds all day. No moonlight, no sunlight, nothing. Just clouds. Where are we at now? Okay, so I think I broke down the stream what water means pretty darn good. I think I overextended. So, but that's a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, along with the possessions means the gifts of the mind, the wisdom. Just like the three wise men brought gifts. Just like all those other women to Solomon brought gifts. Whenever you see possessions, those are the wisdoms. So that's the wisdom that's being brought forth. So that's why I said Mama Water means wisdom. Because with her, she brings you gifts, the possessions. Those things that you cannot take out or take away from somebody. Store your possessions in a place where no man can steal. That's your mind. That's your mind. And the fork, whenever you see fork or water, water, that's what that is. The water is the stream, spine. Now, let me go ahead and talk about the 22 and the 11 because I didn't bring that up. I didn't bring that out yet. So let's go ahead and go to here, numerology, so we can talk about this. So this is my numerology page, not mine personally, but it's where I go to. I had another one, but I can't find it. I had another page, a good page with numbers. And the internet one's hack up. Come on now. These darn alphabets. Don't care. Okay, numerology 22 and 11 is what we're looking at. So just look at 11 first. Highly intuitive, even psychics. Highly intuitive, even psychic. 11 sons, it was mentioned for some reason, 11. Then it said 2 wives, two maid servants. Put those two numbers together, that's 22. Demanding and obsessive, like to push things to the edge. Well, darn. Well, diggly damn. Damn. What we just read was that he was fighting with a man until daybreak. That seems pretty damn excessive. So, hold up. Let's look at that again. Demanding and obsessive, like to push things to the edge. Imagine fighting someone till night to daybreak. Or dawn. Night to dawn. That's pretty damn excessive and demanding to push yourself that far. That means 22. That's your numerology. And then 11, highly intuitive. He was intuitive enough to what? If you want to take this on a actual literal terms, he moved his family because, he was trying to hide from Esau. If you want to take this on a actual physical term, he was trying to hide from Esau. Because Esau wanted to try to find and kill him. So he was intuitive. He was like psychic at that. Because, he was trying to create a deal. So, Jacob spent the night there and he brought him and he selected a gift for his brother about 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 10. There's a lot of twos right here. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 20 females, 20 ghosts, 20 E's. So basically all of these right here, he gave that instruction to give to his brother Esau. I'm pretty sure there's something symbolic about this too, because there's a lot of twos. Then you got 3, you got 4, you got 10s, 20s. But we're not looking at that right now. We're looking at this. So 22, 11, and psychic, intuitive. That also talks about intuitive. Also is about him fighting. He fought, and he did not want to leave and let go until he was blessed. See, but Jacob replied, "I will not let you go until you bless me." All right, that's intuitive. That's demanding. That's excessive. All right, all those things. And let's see. Yeah. So all those things. And in numerology, sometimes also with double digits, you can break them down into singular. So whenever you look at the number 2, you can break it down as well. Not all the time, but sometimes you can, and it means something. And 2 is a feminine quality. And once again, the female represents the wisdom being taught, being learned. Because she's the water, she's the mama, she's wisdom is like a woman, just like Proverbs said. So as you can see, 2 is the female quality, represents the female qualities. As sensual and intuitive. 2 tends to be the peacemaker, now loving, studious, and patient. Associated with the moon and high priestess. High priestess represents is, the whole thing I just got finished reading about is Mama Water. There's priestess in the whole, if you under the priestesshood of Mama Water, then there you go. There you are. All that goes into play. All that goes into play. Bow. The priestess, the high priestess, the number 2, the water. Bow. Ooh, look at that. All right. The High Priestess is a major arcanon or a trump card that represents human wisdom. The High Priestess can be viewed as a kind of female pope. Ancient Egyptian priestess of Isis. Once again, bow. There you go, Isis. What we just learned about Mama Water. What we just learned about Mama Water. That she also is a representation of Isis, the Holy Widow, the self-creator, the one, the virgin. All right. In ancient Egypt, Ata was Isis, right there. If you can't see it, let me zoom in. If I can. If I see. Oh, wait. There we go. There you go. In ancient Egypt, Wuta was Isis. There you go. All this stuff connects, man. All this stuff connects. We're connecting the dots. That's what we do over here in Akashi Ra studio. But it's not really my studio yet. I will be getting me one. It's just the beginning of my whole thing, man. I'm gonna be building this up. But right now, this is what I got, and I just hitting y'all up with these connecting the dots. That's what we do here. All right, so High Priestess, Water, Isis, Snake, Greek goddess Persephone. Persephone represents what? Oh, Eve before the fall. Persephone, the water goddess. You can also say a Mother Earth. Gaia. You can say the same damn thing. Same thing. Bow. That's what that is, man. Number 2. So 2222. Remember, that means assess, demanding. But in numerology, you can break things down into uno digits, and you get this. You get the High Priestess, representing the Mama Water that's being learned. The woman, the hidden lights, The Bible hides the woman all the time. She is the wisdom. She's that wisdom that teaches us things. So this is her. Hidden, the water, the stream. So Jacob said, hey, I don't want to leave till you bless me. 11:22. Right here, bam. 22, numerology 11. The water represents your spinal cord going up to your crown Peniel, because later on, so Jacob named the place Peniel. Your pineal, which we see here. I think I closed it out. Yeah, I did. But basically pineal right there, laying flat on the water, learning his lesson. His hip was dislocated. He struck the hip and dislocated it, wrestling. So that's another thing to say that, what's that means again when someone breaks your hip? It's like, struck in the socket. I saw it too. But basically the socket is basically, it's your he overpowered and struck his socket and dislocated it, and then he wrestled. So basically it's his spinal column. His hip connects to his spinal column, to his pineal. So all that basically represents the whole spirit, represents him breaking. And hold on, let me find, because I do want to explain that. I just forgot what that meant. Let me look that up real quick for you. All right. Okay, so I'm back. Cool. So yeah, I had to find this real quick. You're breaking your sacral, your chakra, your hip bone area is right here, and it's basically like humbling somebody. So you broke your hip bone. You know how it is. Let me just talk on a physical level. When you hurt yourself, especially your hip, you need people to help you. It hurt. That's your area that supports your upper body, torso, your movement. So it's kind of like humbling somebody. That's what that means. Your sacral chakra. That's kind of like being humbled. So that's your emotions. So that's the whole sexuality, intimacy, the emotions area, right there. So it's kind of like being humble. He got emotionally humbled because he was trying so hard to get his blessing. So that's what I'm trying to say. So, and then from there, going along his spine, like I said, she's by the water. I did not find it. It was just popped. Well, I was looking for a picture and it just popped up. I just noticed she's by the water and there's the sun. The sun, the daybreak is rising. And of course, to have the sun rise upon you, your heart has to be open. So your third eye can be open, your spiritual eye, your psychic senses right there. So now you can understand and become enlightened. So that's the whole thing right there with Jacob wrestling with himself, wrestling with the angel, wrestling with the spirit. He was fighting within himself spiritually. So that's all what that meant. So, and like I said, it started with the root, with the water, with the hard lesson, with the mama giving him survival instincts to grounding, the hard lesson. Then it started with breaking his emotions. Then it went on up to his solar plexus, which is where I was telling you where that's your temple, where the spirit stays in and resides. That's your whole gut feeling. your vitality, your desires, spiritually, and power. That's where you get your whole, the whole intuition from. Then once he overpowered the angel, and the angel opened his heart to receive that blessing. And of course, you know, your whole throat, because he demanded what his name was. Then it went on up to his third eye, saying that your name will be Penel. Let me see. Then Jacob asked, "Tell me your name." That's your throat chakra, cause he opened his heart, and now he asking, and he using his voice to command a blessing upon himself. Then his third eye opened right here. Then the sun rose above him, which represents the crown chakra. So you got the whole chakra system right here in this whole Jacob wrestled with God, starting from 22, going all the way down to 31. The sun rose above his head, Penel. So you got the whole chakra system being told, the whole story being told right here. So there you go. That's the whole story of the chakra system in the Bible and Jacob. All right. So that was fun breaking this down. I'm going to go ahead and put this in another. I'm going to go ahead and make me another video. And I am glad to have done this. It was fun. And I hope to see everyone soon again. This is Akashi Ra, coming at you with another video. And peace, love, and blessings to you all. And I hope you've seen this whole thing and enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will make more videos coming soon. All right.